Hello everyone, welcome to another firearms review. My favorite type of gun being the Glock, my very favorite cartridge being the 10mm. Glock makes two 10mm. They make one which is the service size, full size Glock 20, and another one is the compact size Glock 29. Let me talk about the Glock 20 first. I love this gun because it's probably the most powerful carryable size firearm out there. It holds 16 rounds, which is 15 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber, of 10mm. 10mm is basically just 40 caliber, but it's kind of like the bigger brother, and it quite a bit more power behind it. What I love about 10mm is that you don't have to sacrifice between velocity and bullet weight. You get both with 10. The 10 is, borderline overkill for a human, but, it's always better to have too much than too little, especially in a self-defense situation. But you're not outgunned with this. There's not much. The only way you're really going to get anything with more power would be to go to a revolver Magnum and say like a 44 Magnum or something, but you're not going to get 16 rounds out of a 44 Magnum unless you're very fast at loading. But otherwise, this one is probably one of my favorites because, and another wonderful thing about Glock is because they do tend to absorb recoil a lot better than most other firearms. You can really put the rounds downrange accurately. It does not recoil. When I first bought this, everybody told me how wicked the 10mm was with recoil. And I've seen videos of it with like the Colt model and 10mm and such, really snapping people's wrists back. But once I got the 10, I remember firing. I held it real tight, pulled the trigger, and I just kind of thought it was kind of a little bit comic to how like, hey, that wasn't so bad at all. Even getting full power loads such as double tap, which some people say aren't quite full power. I really didn't find it all that tough, and also the compact version, which is the Glock 29, it's almost the same story. You feel it a little bit more than you do with the full size, and it's a shorter length and everything and such. But it really wasn't. The recoil isn't bad at all, and I don't know about other models of guns, but I would have to say that these are quite easy to handle. I think just about, I don't think it's for anybody, because I've seen people like some smaller frame females have failure feeds because of course, Glocks don't like to be limp wristed. So if you got a pair, you're a man, and you can hold, you got a little bit of strength in your arms and stuff, and you can hold this gun still, you won't have any problem with it, and it's really not bad with recoil. The only thing about the 10mm is the one thing I will say that some people don't like about the Glocks is that you have the wider, these are large frame Glocks, and Glocks is working on this with the slim frame, which has helped quite a bit, but it is wider than a standard Glock. You can look up Glock's website and you can see the difference, and also it's a little bit wider this way. So overall a bigger handgun. But I've got rather small hands, but I don't seem to have a problem shooting it. And it's not for everybody, and some people may not like it, but I don't have a problem with it. I mentioned the subcompact. This one holds 10 rounds plus 1. The overall, this gun is just a lot of fun to shoot, and you notice if you go on forums or whatever, you notice that everybody with the 10mm loves it. except for a few. Of course, there's always somebody who doesn't like it. But, you know, it's not as bad as some people say, and it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun cartridge that you can use in the woods as well as at home. You have such a wide variety of ammo. You can get these light 135 grain loadings, you know, all the way up to 230 grain loadings, whatever you want. There's a lot of advantages to that, the versatility of it, and it's, you know, it's probably my favorite gun. I think most people who shoot 10 millimeter fall in love with the 10 millimeter. So I'd really suggest that if you're interested in it and you want a powerful autoloader, I'd really go look at a 10 millimeter, and I don't think you'll be